What it do? What's up? Alright, I'm gonna do, a dread story, why I decided to get dreads. I'm gonna try and, make this, pretty quick. I keep it long. Alright, so let's get to it. When did I decide I wanted to get dreads? Actually decided I wanted dreads a long time ago. When I was 8 years old. I saw somebody with dreads. They were so long, so beautiful. I was like, wow. Mama, I want them. No. It was a firm no, where as a child, that was just going to be the end of it. What I didn't know was that I knew a few months before, this little incident, not incident, but this revelation, I had gotten my first perm. And at that time, I didn't know nothing about perm. Like, I didn't even know that you had to keep getting your perm after you got your first one. And that kind of pissed me off. My mom tricked me. But anyways, I didn't know, that once you had a perm like that, I didn't know about, the whole process of starting dreads and how to do it and all that. And I don't think I would, I'd cut my hair or whatever. That was in elementary school. People were mean. People were cruel. Were gonna tease me, cause I know I got me an egghead. So I don't know about cutting my hair or whatever. But I just didn't know that whole process. And I mean, that could have been a factor. My mom telling me no, but who knows? But so I recently got my first perm or whatever, and it was my mom's decision, of course. And it wasn't because she was just like their moms who were like, you just get a perm because that's what you do. It was she had carpal tunnel, and she couldn't, hold the comb or whatever to do my hair. And if you don't know what that is, go, look up carpal tunnel. And she had that, she couldn't do my hair, and, nobody wanted to do my hair. So she decided to get the perm. It'd be straighter, a few brushes, a few combs here, bam, you're done. So that'd be it. So that's of course where I got it. And I had the perm for about 10 years. So from age 8 to 17. So what, 9.5 years. So the perm effects, I didn't really have any negative effects like people had, the hair falling out and all that other stuff. I didn't have that. But I did, lose length, because I think about when I had my first perm, it was about my hair stretched, to about, middle of my stomach, and then at its shortest, it touched, just the top of my shoulder blades. So, that was, I guess a negative effect of the perm, but it wasn't as, bad as other people. And another reason why I think I didn't have negative effects is because I didn't do a lot to my hair. I would very rarely, maybe twice a year, have braids, like, cornrows. And then otherwise I would always have my hair in a ponytail. And I think, people are like, girl, my hair was that long. I be having all the styles. And I think that's, one of the reasons why I, didn't have anything negative happen to my hair, because I wasn't doing too much with it, like with so many other people, like to do. So, I mean, I guess that was good. Another negative perm effect that wasn't, I guess physically with the hair, was that, the cost. I never paid for it up until, I got a job. That's when I started paying for it. But, just the cost over time, because, and the time that it wasted, time consuming, was that how we were very consistent with our schedule. We would go perm, 2 weeks later get a wash, 2 weeks later get a wash, or just a shampoo, whatever, and then after that get a perm. And we were on that schedule consistently. So in about a month and a half, and the price was $50 for the perm, $30 for the wash. So in essence, that was in the span of a month and a half, $110, and that's just for one person. So my mom would get it, and then I would get it. So 110 times 2. So, you know, I mean, that's a lot, you know, for a month and a half or whatever. And, you know, continuously doing that. And, then, I got old. I had that, you know, style for a while. I mean, I had the perm, you know, for a while or whatever. And then when I got older, you know, got a job, my mom started making me pay for the perms. I got one perm, a couple of washes, and I was like, hell no. Like Sophia from Color Purple, hell no. Because I mean, that was, you know, $110. Until, you know, a high school student, $110 can go a long way. I could be spending on something that I actually enjoyed and I actually wanted. So then I decided, I'm not getting no perms no more. And with that intention, to not get perms anymore, I was like, I'm gonna go natural so I can get dreads. It's gonna be the perfect time. I'm gonna be going away to start school, start college, so people would know, because I was, you know, all through, you know, my career in school as a girl with the long hair. But I was gonna go away to college. Now, you know, I could cut my hair and do all these things, and people would know, you know, that autumn. They would know that girl who, you know, with the long hair and how I cut it, and it wouldn't be a big deal. People, you know, weren't gonna blow it up. So, you know, I could go and I could just ultimately have a fresh start. And, you know, I didn't want to, you know, pick a hairdresser, you know, in Houston, and, you know, I didn't know what the price was gonna be and all this stuff. I just didn't want to deal, like, how was I gonna get there, and, you know, I just didn't want to deal with that, you know, all that stuff. And so, and also that I was going to be legally an adult, and my mom, you know, I think that, it would be a decision that I would make as an adult, and it wasn't like, you know, oh, I'm grown, you know, you can't tell me what to do. I'm about to move out my house and and do. You know how people get the attitude when they, you know, get 18, think they can do everything. This was just like a personal decision that I wanted from my own head, from my own hair. I wanted to do. I thought that when I was 18, that, you know, I would have earned, you know, the respect or whatever from my mother, and, you know, she would appreciate, you know, me getting the dreads, and then I wouldn't just have to hear what anybody had to say, because, you know, I was 18. And, you know, you know, that's when you start making, you know, your own decisions about, you know, certain things. So, I mean, that's my whole dread story, and about as far as why I wanted to start it, and, you know, the process of how I came to this point. And I think I'm gonna make another video talking about my mom and her issues with my dreads, and how that is causing a bit of tension and trouble. So, I don't think I mentioned, as far as like the effects of the perm, is that you really like live your life around when you're gonna get your hair done. And like, as far as like swimming, can't go swimming because it's gonna mess up the perm, and you know, it's gonna chlorine stuff mixed with other chemicals in the perm, gonna make your hair fall out and all that. You just, I mean, I think I didn't do a lot of things when I was little. Like, I don't want sweat, you know, make it all nappy at the roots, and then it didn't just look tacky. But I mean, yeah, you just like, you kind of like planned your life around getting the perm, or going and getting your hair done. You kind of had to, you know, that again is another negative perm effect.